Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Lazy Daze Media Reacts. I am Ryan.
And I'm Stacy.
And I appreciate you guys for coming back again. If you guys are tuning in for the first time, I appreciate that as well. But if you guys are coming back, thank you again. It's nice to see you. The last video we put out was for RoboCop. Just again, how we normally do. What is your kind of reaction a couple days or however after long we posted it? What's your reaction to the movie now?
It was a fun movie to watch. I feel like I just say the same thing every time, but I think something that's been really cool is kind of just seeing the whole comment thread on the videos. Especially from people who saw the movie when it just came out and kind of getting their reactions, kind of them reliving those is really cool. And then kind of even just knowing like the cool little fun facts, because you're always telling me, he's the one always telling me all these little tidbits that I would know nothing about. And it's always really interesting when he's learning new things about certain movies that he's seen like a bunch of times.
Yeah, and I could say I really appreciate you guys commenting. I really appreciate the interactions you guys are, putting in the comments. I appreciate all the little tidbits you guys are putting in the comments. You guys answered a lot of our questions that we had, and I appreciate that a lot. I hope you guys continue to do that for all the videos. But for today's video, we are going to be watching Rambo First Blood Part 2. And yes, it is Rambo First Blood Part 2. That's what it's called, and that's what it's going to be called from this point on. Just because we're going to be finishing the whole series, actually, staggeredly a little bit. We're going to be kind of releasing it here and there with that. But, yeah, this is the sequel. It's a direct sequel to the first one. It still stars Sylvester Stallone. It stars Richard Crenna. It's directed by George Cosmatos, who also directed one of my favorite I would say more modern westerns, which is Tombstone. Great movie. I don't think you've seen it, so we're probably going to get to that too at some point. Yeah, it's a direct sequel 3 years after the first Rambo, made 3 years after, so
nice.
Let's just jump right into it.
Let's do it!
All right, Rambo First Blood, 1985. Let's go.
Let's go!
Rambo! How are you, Johnny? Good. John, I'm sorry they sent you to such a hellhole. I've seen worse. Yeah, you have, haven't you? John, I told you that I'd help you when I could. You interested? A covert operation's being geared up in the Far East. Your name was dug out by the computer as one of 3 most able to complete the mission. Recon for POWs in Nam.
Why now? Why me?
Prison camp you escaped from in 71's a target area. Nobody knows that terrain better than you do. And if the mission's successful, there may be a presidential pardon. You interested?
Yeah.
The next time we meet, it'll be in Thailand with a special ops designate who haunts the operation.
Yes, sir.
And I want you to know that I did what I could to keep you out of here.
Do we get to win this time?
This time it's up to you.
I love that it gets right into it. And I also love that final shot between them when he was on the other side of the fence. That was an awesome shot.
There can't be anyone else for this role. There can't be. I literally can't think of anyone who would do this movie justice.
How you doing, Rambo? I'm Erickson. Why don't we make it over to the hangar? You're the chosen one, huh?
He's here. This is Marshal Murdoch. He's in charge of special operations from Washington.
Rambo John J. Born 7/6/47, Bowie, Arizona, of Indian-German descent. It's a hell of a combination. Joined the Army 8/6/64, accepted Special Forces specialization, light weapons. Cross-trained as medic, helicopter and language qualified, 59 confirmed kills, 2 silver stars, 4 bronze, 4 purple hearts, distinguished service cross, and medal of honor. That there's almost 2,500 Americans still missing in action in Southeast Asia. Now, most of these boys are presumed killed, but to the League of Families, Congress, and lots of Americans, it's still a very emotional issue.
It's crazy.
Rambo,
About
you
10
certainly
years
don't know
after
as
the
much
war,
about me as I do
people
you.
still held captive.
I
Crazy.
with the 2nd Battalion, 3rd Marines in Khartoum in '66. I lost a lot of good men. So I know what you and every vet feels. Now, maybe the government didn't care. Certain segments of the population didn't care. Any of our men at this POW target camp, you're to confirm their presence by taking photographs.
Photographs?
Just photographs. Under no circumstances are you to engage the enemy.
What?
Yeah, right.
Just leave them there. I repeat, do not engage the enemy.
Essentially just recon, which Rambo's not a recon type of guy. He is, but, you know, he goes that extra mile.
They don't call him Rambo for nothing.
So, since you're going in solo, you'll have to rely on more equipment than you've ever used before. What I'm saying is don't try the blood and guts routine. Let technology do most of the work. John, I want you to try to forget the war. Remember the mission. The old Vietnam's dead.
I'm alive. It's still alive, ain't it?
Try to forget the war.
We have the most advanced weapons in the world available to us.
I've always believed that the mind is the best weapon.
Times change.
For some people.
Sure, he's still not unbalanced from the war. He might crack under pressure in that hell.
Pressure. Let me just say that Rambo is the best combat vet I've ever seen.
Told you he gets more swole. Goes on.
It's crazy because even him just walking up to the colonel or coming out of the plane, he just looks like a simple guy. Like, it's obvious he's buff and stuff, but, like, coming into this, it's like taking off that layer, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're getting in war mode, that's what it is.
Explosives.
Try to get to the hilltop extraction site. Mark down your back.
Remember Murdoch said he was with the 2nd Battalion, 3rd Marines in Khartoum in '66?
Yeah.
2nd Battalion was exactly the same. The only one I trust.
Think you'll find someone?
POWs? Doubtful. Well, there's people to satisfy. Questions that have to be answered.
Don't sound too emotional about it.
Wasn't my work, Colonel. Just here to clean up the mess.
So again, I think that echoes something from the first movie too, is the fact that people have this animosity towards the Vietnam War, especially people within military or government, and it's very interesting contrast because you saw in the first movie how that affected a lot of people,
right.
specifically the people who were deployed.
He has such a calm presence, but it's obvious he's just extremely jaded.
It's very internal.
Right.
He does a really good job at, like, you know, acting internally as well.
Just that first scene when he was walking up to the gate
Yeah.
and, like, thinking about what his decision was going to be.
Shit.
Lifer, cut him loose. I can't free him.
Is he just going to jump? Oh my god.
Cutting away his equipment.
He's not...
He's out. Come in. I
Wait, he, like, lost stuff, though.
He didn't lose it. I love that scene. That scene is so, like, you get in Rambo's
The
head.
smart thing to do is to abort the mission right now. Who could survive something like that?
He deserves the benefit of the doubt. He's got 36 hours to complete the mission and reach the extraction point. We owe him that.
Well, of course we do. But understand something now. In 36 hours, we pull out.
I like how that whole airplane scene, like, took its time. Where it was just, like, focused on him a lot and his, like, reactions and his, like, just how he was taking in the whole moment before jumping. And then let alone when that whole thing happened, he was still being very strategic, which was
Yeah. How did I know he was just gonna grab that with his hand?
Like, you
like,
kill Stacy.
Eh.
Did not expect a woman, no.
We better go.
How come you so late?
Got hung up.
Okay, so she's with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got hung up.
I have arranged boat to take us downriver.
This woman already looks like a badass.
Dun-dun-dun.
Knock off. You're using pirates.
Best way downriver.
Vamos.
Gamma lang you have good
See, again, it really, like, I feel like you've already seen so many times where it just focuses on him assessing the situation.
Came back to the States, found there's another war going on. I'm expendable. Like someone who invites you to a party and you don't show up. Doesn't really matter. What is this?
and bring me good luck.
I want to go up with the extraction team at dawn.
Denied.
Denied.
It's an unnecessary risk. Dude, we don't even know if Rambo's alive.
The odds are against you.
You want to go through with it, we will. Farrell's going to be joining the extraction team. You're a damn good man, Trout.
That guy hasn't stopped sweating.
Or eating or drinking something. Like,
Get me something cold.
I can't help but see parallels between him and the sheriff in the first movie.
Yeah, I was
Like-
gonna say they even kind of
Yeah,
look alike
yeah,
in a
very
way.
visual similarities as far as, you know, his desk and everything like that. Just
But-
very similar-ish as far as characters go, and
Right.
their viewpoint as it
Super-
seems to the Vietnam War, and, you know, lack of care because it wasn't their war type of thing.
It's like a girl whore from village.
Gotta be the war to fight the war. That's what he says.
Yeah. Ooh. I'm so tense right now.
He's gone.
He's wild. First kill. Which one? Oh,
Right in the head.
holy frick! Just brings me back to the first one when they all send out the rest of the policemen.
What year is it anyway? 1985.
Camp's supposed to be empty.
It's supposed to be.
That crossbow looks so cool. Oh, what? Oh my god. Jump!
Oh, look at that. That stunt. That stunt.
Yeah, the guy.
That guy's just like, yeah, yeah.
You got this.
Poor guy.
I know. He's like, I'm tired.
You take this. We go on from here.
Better I stay till end.
This is the end.
Rambo, you're not expendable.
That's Rambo.
That's probably so difficult. Oh god, I can't even imagine.
Dragonfly reports the ground crew has what appears to be an American POW with it. They've got one of ours.
Dragonfly,
Oh my god, they're right there.
I'm telling you to abort.
To leave
To
him?
abort before pickup. Murdoch! Murdoch! For Christ's sake, we've got him inside. We're going down. We're not going anywhere.
That's so funny. Are you freaking kidding me?
What a great shot there.
Punch him.
What are you doing? Do you know what the hell you've done?
Who the hell do you think you're talking to, Troutman?
A stinking bureaucrat that's trying to cover his ass.
No, not just mine, Troutman. We're talking about a nation's. He was just supposed to take pictures.
And if those pictures showed something, they would have been lost, wouldn't they?
Oh, Troutman, I still don't think you understand what this is all about.
Same as it always is.
What if some burnout POW shows up on the 6 o'clock news? Start the war all over again? You want to bomb Hanoi? Want everybody screaming for armed invasion? You think somebody's going to get up on the floor of the United States Senate and ask for billions of dollars for a couple of forgotten ghosts? Men, goddammit! Men who fought for their country! That's enough! You bastard.
Up yours.
And if I
It's so fucked is that people are like, it's like that.
I can't even imagine.
I'm Lieutenant Colonel Pertovsky. I do not know who you are yet, but I will. What you must understand is that we have to interrogate you. I wish you to radio your headquarters and say that you have been captured and condemned for espionage activities.
Fuck you.
Em vào giờ anh Thanh Sĩ.
Anh tới này à? Anh đi nói đi. Nó tính rẻ lắm mày.
We have them in sight. And the reply, abort the operation immediately. This is a recall.
Confirmed.
Over! It seems you were abandoned on direct command.
Lady in red.
I was waiting for her moment. No.
Put it in his eye. Yes.
What you not show?
Mirrors exactly what he was doing earlier. I love that.
It's Rambo, sir. We read you, Lone Wolf.
Murdoch.
He's here.
Rambo, this is Murdoch. We're glad you're alive.
Fuck you.
Give us your position and we'll come to pick you up.
Hell yeah. Badass. You're dead, Murloc.
This guy's
What's his name?
Murdoch.
It doesn't matter. He's Murloc to me.
You look like hell, Rambo.
Tough night.
You hurt bad.
It's alright. What you did back there, I won't forget it. Thanks.
Take her with you. I just want Rambo to have love.
You take me.
Let's go.
No. We're the machine.
I hate this guy.
I want him placed under arrest. He's not to leave the base.
Well,
Now he's in full-on Rambo mode.
now they gotta fear Rambo for sure.
4.0. Let's go! I love his little sneak attack. You're all goners, boy. That silent scream.
He's just like a monster. Like some kind of cave monster.
Yeah.
Just pull him under.
Oh my.
Love it. Dude, this is just
What
like.
is he?
Crazy white man running towards me.
Yeah. He used the chicken as a decoy, huh?
Genius. Brilliant.
They're like, what the fuck?
Like,
They don't
where
even
is
know
he?
what they're shooting at. Like, he's so built. Oh, shoot.
The confidence.
Yeah, he's just standing out in the open. Dude, just run.
If that doesn't work, just shoot everywhere.
I was just gonna say, like, it's just so embarrassing that they have to do all this for
Oh,
one
look
guy.
at that!
Yeah, take him out of the helicopter. Get Igor out. The guy driving the helicopter is like, yeah, he's like, I'm out.
Oh, look at that shot.
Wow. Oh my god. That place is just burned to the
I mean,
ground.
you think he destroyed the small town in the first one.
Yeah.
he's really doing a number on this place.
He doesn't mess around.
It is. Yeah!
Ah!
She's just mowing people. They're all cheering. I mean, shit.
Yeah,
They-
I would be too. He's faking it. Yeah.
You heard. Prepare for riding POW.
Brock was just like,
Like, I can't handle this.
he's-
I'm next.
like, I wonder if Sylvester Stallone piloted the helicopter or not, because like those shots they get are
It
great.
yeah, and it looks real.
And it looks like he's piloting it.
He's such a G.
Oh, look, he's so fucking pissed.
Yeah, I would be too. Where's Merla?
Watch you.
There's more where that came from.
You about to sweat on this
Yeah.
guy's shirt.
He's like,
I swear to God, I didn't know it was supposed to happen like this. It was just supposed to. Accomplished. You know there's more men out there. You know where they are. Find them, or I'll find you.
Message loud and clear.
yeah. That guy's like,
I love how it mirrors the same walk and calmness that he had when he got there.
yeah.
You're free now. Come back with us.
My friends died here. Part of me died here.
The war, everything that happened here may be wrong, but damn it, don't hate your country for it.
Hey, I die for it.
And what is it you want?
I want what they want. And every other guy who came over here and spilt his guts and gave everything he had wants for our country to love us as much as we love it. That's what I want.
How we live, John.
Day by day.
All right, and that was Rambo First Blood Part 2. How did you like it?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I feel like I take back everything I said about sequels.
Ooh. That's a strong point
Yeah.
to make.
And that's all I have to say on that. But it was great. I really, really like can't get over how great he just captures like everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's amazing how like just like you said that you can just tell like in his. What were you saying about like him assessing?
You can just see there's internal
Right.
There's internal monologues, if you will, going on in his head constantly.
Yeah, because I was gonna say like there's obviously not that much dialogue on his end.
No,
and
very,
that's what
very
I mean.
minimal.
Yeah, that's what I mean, where he just does such a great job. Like, you can just capture what he's feeling just by looking into his eyes, you know? And there was a lot of, like, close-up shots of that even.
Yeah, and I think that this one plays a lot on, I mean, the first one played a lot on his tactics, and this one plays a lot on those very same tactics, just, again, a little bit more, I guess, harsher as to the situation he was in. Which really showed he held back a lot in the first one, as he could have just went full on ham as he did in this one. This one, I feel like the first one really had a really heavy message in the sense of, you know, the veterans feeling forgotten, especially Vietnam War veterans. There, it's, you know, it was a very confusing time, I think, for the citizens here back at home, and then of course for the soldiers coming back, as you know, the war itself is very perplexing war. So there's a lot of mixed feelings with that, and I feel like this film as a part 2, which is why I feel like this is, of all the sequels, this one really does follow up with that. I think from the next one on, great, again, I love the movies from that point on, but I haven't seen the last one. But it's they don't carry, I don't feel as heavy as a message that correlates with the original First Blood. This one correlates with it very well. And obviously in this one the message is not just the treatment of POWs, but just the overall view of the importance of soldiers, or, you know, people that are fighting in these wars. And I think that it really, you know, his last line of dialogue there that he has with the colonel is, you know, just very foretelling in that, where he's just straight out says, you know, I want the U.S. government to care about us as much as we care about our country. And I feel like that's constantly the topic of conversation, constantly. Very, again, I love the fact that an action movie like this can have a message like that attached to it, which is why I hold this separately than other action movies. The Rambo series is I think very different from other mainstream action movies there in that sense. Granted, it does gear a little bit more towards the action side as we go along in the series, but it's still, the first ones have such a powerful message, and it just carries with the character through all the movies.
This was definitely a strong follow-up, which is why I said earlier, I take back what I said about sequels, because this literally just proves that, you know, a sequel can be as powerful as the first movie as long as you keep the message or just make it stronger. Yeah. You know, in the second one, so.
Or at least be able to follow it up. And I think that's obviously the big thing with sequels of many movies, is just to follow it up with what you provided with the first one, what people took away from the first one. If you could follow that up with the second one and then provide a more, you know, out there action movie, great. And I think they did it. I think they definitely did it in this one. So very much enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, please like the video, subscribe if you want to see more. If you guys have any type of tidbits or any comments or anything like that in regards to the movie, I would appreciate if you put it in there. I'd love to know, you know, did he pilot the helicopter? I'm very curious on that, because those shots were very very well done in showing him piloting, so it looked like he was piloting.
It definitely looked real. And I'm gonna assume, this is probably a dumb question, but they definitely did shoot this in Thailand, right?
I believe so. I'm not too sure.
Leave it in the comments.
They but yeah, the shots of him piloting correlate. We watched the new mission. I'm a big fan of Mission Impossible series, so we watched the new one, and in that new one, Tom Cruise pilots the helicopter.
Oh, that's right.
And that was the only time I've seen shots like that well done, and he was actually piloting it, so I'm very curious. But thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next reaction video that we're going to be putting out. And yeah, hope to see you guys next time. Thank you for watching again.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey y'all, it's Daj of Lazy Daze Podcast. Perhaps you've heard of me. We first of all want to thank you all for tuning into our channel. So just make sure you subscribe. Make sure that you tune into our new videos. Check out the podcast every Tuesday on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, on Stitcher, on Anchor, wherever you get your podcasts. Baby!